Hello and welcome back to episode 27 of the Middle Ground podcast. Today, we're going off the dome. There's no notes. There's not much of a plan. We're speaking straight from the heart once again and hoping that we find gold. But we might just keep digging through piles of mud. Let's find out. It might be a 5-minute podcast, it might be a 30, it might be an hour, it might be 3 hours. You'll know. I don't currently know. But I'm going to talk about something that is very close to my heart, which is doing unconventional things and chasing goals that mean something to you that probably don't mean much to the people around you. Because that's pretty much exactly what I've done and I'm doing. So I just want to talk about how to go about those things and what it takes, as well as the challenges you might face along the journey and potentially some ways around them. So let's fucking go. Off the top of my mind right now, the main thing I would like to cover in this very moment is that sometimes you have to do things that aren't the thing to be able to keep doing the thing. I don't know what the thing is for you. It might be building a business, the same one it is for me. It might be chasing a fitness goal. It might be building a relationship, building a family. It might be killing it at your job. Whatever the thing is for you. And when I say the thing, there will be something that pops into your head. There will be a thing. And when I say the thing, you'll know. You will know. I don't think there's anyone sat there going, what's the thing for me? Because it sticks so heavily in your brain when you think about it. Mainly because it scares you, probably. The thought of not doing it scares you. However, along the journey of achieving this thing, you will have to do a lot of things that aren't that to be able to keep doing that. In my example, again, I can largely only speak for myself, but I've seen a lot of people have to go through similar things. In my case, my thing is building my coaching business, being an entrepreneur, and starting something that I believe will help people. That's what I want to do. I want to be self-employed and I want to help people. I've had to do a lot of things that aren't that to allow me to keep doing that. Even before I started, I had to work and save so that I could come and do this and give myself a real good fucking chance. And since then, I've had to get other jobs. But, and what I really want to drill into your head with this, as long as you're still doing the thing, you aren't failing. And you haven't failed until you've quit and given up on doing the thing. I don't care, and it doesn't matter what you have to do to allow yourself to stay in the fucking game. Because a lot of this is just staying in the fucking game. You've got to keep your towel in the ring for as long as you can. For as long as you possibly can. Just stay in the fight. You will get the shit kicked out of you. Most of the time. But occasionally you'll land a good punch. And it will feel very good. For the last 2 years of me building a business, trying to grow a business, and doing what I do, most of it has been me on the floor in a fetal position getting kicked to shit, metaphorically. But I've landed a few good punches. And my God, have those punches felt good. They have felt very good. And they have been worth the times where I've been given black eyes. And I've been uppercut. And the blood, sweat and tears saying kind of works a lot. You will have to give blood, sweat and tears. But you'll land a few good punches. And eventually, you keep going, you stay in the ring. Regardless of what you have to do, you stay in the ring, you will win. Because you only lose that fight when you walk out of the ring. You can't. In this fight, I don't believe you can get knocked out. I think you can only lose when you have made the choice to leave, to give up. That's not a bad thing. That's not always a bad thing. For some people, it's the right choice. For some people, it's a choice they have to make. But it is a choice at the end of the day. And I think that's really important. So, while you're chasing after this thing, this, ethereal dream, remember that you're going to take more losses than W's. The road to a W is littered with L's. There always will be. There will always be more losses than wins. That scale is not even. But those wins weigh so much more. And those losses eventually begin to roll off your back like water off the ducks. You get accustomed to it. You get accustomed to the L's. Things that used to shake me so much at the start don't faze me now. You have a post that flops. Fuck it. I don't care. I'd spend days thinking about posts that flopped when I started. Now I don't care. I've detached myself from the result and attached myself to the process. Have I posted? Am I proud of that post? Did I put the things and the energy that I wanted to into that post? Yes. That's what I can control. What I can't control is how well it does. Is the outcome. Did I put all of my power into that launch? Did I put all of my effort and energy into that launch? Did I do everything I could? Did I plan everything I could? Yeah? No one signed up? Cool. Okay. It wasn't on my end then. You cannot become too attached to the results, but you have to become symbiotic with the process. You have to become part of the process. That's the part of it to get attached to, not the result. Because a lot of results are undetermined by you. You don't have the final say in whether, again, in my example, in whether someone signs up for coaching with you, or whether someone sees value in something and gets a lead magnet, right? You don't have final say if someone clicks on a podcast that you've done, or a YouTube video. But you do have final say if you have the conversation or get on the call with the person. If you post the YouTube video, if you post the podcast, if you create the lead magnet and put it into the world. Those are the things that you do have control over. So those are the things that you should be concerned with. Those are the things you should be worried about. Did you get out there in the world for people to experience? Yes. If no one experiences it, then that's not your fault. Yeah, maybe there could be things to do better, and that's why you learn from it. That you don't get upset. And that's another massive lesson I've learned. Is that you can't risk putting your value onto things that you don't control. It is a guaranteed way to fuck up your self-worth and to not be very happy. Is putting so much of your value and your self-worth on things that you don't have any control over. If I have finished a work day or a work week and I've done everything I said I was going to do, cool, awesome, amazing, I feel great. If it didn't go my way, I don't feel any worse. Do I feel better if it went my way? Probably. Like if things had great outcomes, yeah, I'm going to feel marginally better. But I don't feel worse than baseline if things don't go my way. Because I've done the thing that I said I was going to do. You can't rely on things that you don't have control over. You can only learn from them and try again next time. And if it doesn't work, learn again. As I said before, the road to a W is littered with L's. And I think life's too short to not do it. I did this kind of at the start of my adult life. All right, I was 21 when I started this. I'd worked and I'd traveled and I'd done, a few things. But this was my first venture into a career. Like, none of the jobs I've worked before, they were jobs, very specifically jobs, not careers. This is my first venture into something that I wanted to do for a long time and that I thought was going to be it for me. This was, again, the thing, right? This was my venture into that. And I see people that are 30, 40, 50, 60, and they still have the thing that niggles at them, that sits at the back of their head and eats away. And you can tell because they're not very happy. And as soon as you tell them what you're doing, they try and pull you down and not pull you up. They try and pull you down. Because if you are doing something that highlights an insecurity in someone else and something that they didn't do, if you're not doing that thing, it makes them feel better. So if, for example, you're getting in good shape, you're losing weight consistently, you're getting stronger in the gym, you built these great habits, you feel good about yourself, and you go to a family event, and there's people there that tell you that maybe you don't look very good, or that, oh, you look kind of healthy. Now, this isn't to say that, if you're like I was, for example, which was severely underweight, severely anorexic, if people are telling you look unhealthy, maybe pay attention. But if people are telling you that if you objectively are in better shape, like if you've lost some weight and you put some muscle on and you're feeling good and you're happy, and people are trying to put that down and, oh, he's addicted to exercise, or he doesn't look that good, maybe he looks too muscly or whatever. If people are trying to put down your achievements, it is much more a reflection of the fact that they wish they had that than a reflection on what you've done. Overweight people don't like it when other overweight people lose weight. Why do you think that is? Because it takes members away from the fucking club. That's what it does. It highlights other people's insecurity that they have about themselves that they can fix. Like when Adele lost all that weight. She was scrutinized to a T. People hated her. Publicly. People could not get enough of essentially body shaming her for losing weight. And it wasn't in shape people that were doing it. It was overweight people that were doing it. Because she was highlighting an insecurity in them that previously she had made feel okay. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say it's okay or it's not okay. If you want to be in a body, be in a body. I don't really care what it looks like. However, if you are overweight and your favourite singer is also overweight, that gives you some sort of comfort, some sort of justification. If that person, that role model, then all of a sudden loses all this weight, it highlights something that you don't want highlighting in yourself. So, you scrutinize it. Happens with everything, all over the world. People starting businesses, people getting in shape, people starting families. Someone has a kid, and then all of a sudden everyone's going, oh, well, kids are shit. No, you just don't have one. You're just being jealous that you don't want, I don't get it. But people don't like things that highlight things that they haven't done, and that they can't do, or that they put off. So let me get back to the point of doing the thing and seeing people that haven't done the thing that they wanted to do. When you tell them that you're doing the thing, you often don't get the best reaction. But in my eyes, life is so fucking short, and it is way too short to not at least try and do that thing. Am I going to succeed? I hope so. Am I going to do everything in my power to? Yeah. Is it guaranteed? Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not. But if it all goes tits up and everything changes, again, this world is a very uncertain world. Things change rapidly. I could be conscripted into an army tomorrow. You never know. Can I say that I tried? Yeah. Yeah, you say that you tried. And if you can genuinely sit there at the end of your life, whether you succeeded in the thing or didn't, if you can sit there and say that you genuinely gave it a good fucking go, like a really good fucking go, I think you can be pretty proud of that. And it won't haunt you the way it does people that didn't try. People that didn't try are plagued by that for the rest of their life. And that was one thing that I saw at 19 that I knew I couldn't live with. So I had to give this a go. I had to do the thing. Now at the moment, am I sat in my bedroom with a camera in my face? Yes. With maybe 5 people on the other end that are going to watch this video? Yes. Very much so. That is exactly what's happening right now. But do I care? No. Because I care about the end result. Because I care about the process. Because this is the thing that matters to me. Not the fact that, 2 years ago, this would have been an alien experience that would have felt horrible and weird to me. You can grow so much when you care about something so much. When you want to do something so badly, there's a lot that you will have to grow into, which is an awesome thing. So chasing this dream, chasing this goal, this thing, will cause you to grow in ways that you hadn't even considered, which makes it even more worthwhile. Again, if in 10 years' time I'm not doing this, the amount of skills that I will have acquired from doing this would have been worth it. Would have been worth it. At the start of this, my worry was that, if it doesn't go my way and I have to go and get a job, then I've wasted years of my life. And now I look back and think, my God, these years haven't been wasted. Am I where I want to be? Absolutely not. Not even close. Not even remotely close. But have I already learned so much along the way that make it worth it? Yeah. Yeah, I have. I've learned so much about myself, about running a business, about other people. There's so much information that I have now that I didn't have when I started. Simply through trial and error and showing up. And I'm a different person to 2 years ago. You watch my content from 2 years ago, I'm a different person. I could not have sat down in front of a camera and talked like this 2 years ago. Absolutely not. Probably not until about 6 months ago could I have sat down and talked to a camera this candidly. So by chasing the thing that is important to you, you will grow in ways beyond the thing, which is another reason to do the fucking thing. When I say the thing, as I said before, you have something in your mind. You know what I'm talking about. Go and do it. Go and do it. I'm going to have to wrap this up now because my camera is about to die. But I cannot stress this enough. Go and do the thing. Life is way too short for you to not go and do the thing. And the last thing I want for me, for you, for anyone out there, is to have that thing in the back of their head for the rest of their life, influencing them because they didn't go and do it. Go and exercise that desire. And I promise you, you will not regret it. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for giving your time. This has been the Middle Ground Podcast. Follow me on Instagram, @JudeBenCoaching. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and I will see you all in the next episode.